Hey guys, good morning. It's Becky Bamboo. Today is Thursday, May 17th, 2012. This is week 23 of pregnancy for me. 23. Hard to believe. Goodness sakes, 5.5 months pregnant. Time is flying. Okay, so it's been kind of another rough week for me. I sound a lot better today than I did earlier in the week. I actually shot a short video on Monday after my doctor's appointment, but I decided to not post it because I didn't really have a chance to say all that I wanted to say. So I did have a doctor's appointment Monday. Just had a regular 4-week checkup, Doppler, heart rate about 155, baby's kicking good, growing perfect. Doctor told me I was having a really boring pregnancy, that I was having one of the most simple pregnancies he's had in a while, so that's a good thing, right? The only real issue I'm having is that I constantly am getting sick. Over the weekend I felt terrible, a lot of congestion and sore throat again. So what happened? I got strep throat again. Strep throat, bronchitis, sinus infection. And yes, I know, I just got over it. So I am on antibiotics yet again. He put me on them starting Monday, and it's just another Z-Pak, which worked really well the last time, and it's working really well this time. It's clearing it up within a few days. So I feel a lot better today than I did early in the week, which is super nice. Because I've actually gotten a few things accomplished this week, which is impressive for me. Through most of this pregnancy, I have had zero energy, so I haven't felt a whole hell of a lot like doing much of anything. But this week, I really got on the bandwagon with getting some shit done. We bought our paint for the nursery, so we are ready to start that as soon as we can get the furniture moved out. And then I actually painted a bunch of outside stuff. I have some of those like beachy Adirondack chairs that sit out in front of my house that have just been, we left natural wood and they looked terrible. So I decided it was time to paint them. It was time to put some bright color in front of our house. We had these horrible, ugly awnings that used to hang in front of over our windows. We took all of them off. The house looks completely different. For the last 3 years that we've lived here, I have just like hated the outside of the house. We've done a few things with some landscaping and stuff, but I've always just hated the way it looked. And for the first time, I feel like our house is cute from the outside. So I'm really proud of myself. Yesterday, I painted the chairs. I painted our front door, which used to be a real dark, like hunter green. All the awnings were trimmed in hunter green, so everything was hunter green, which we have a lot of shade trees around our house, so our house is really dark anyway. And so anywho, now it's brightened up. I put an aqua blue on everything. Front door got aqua blue. The chairs got aqua blue. And I even painted our house numbers and our mailbox all the same aqua blue color, which I should say it's really more of an aqua green than aqua blue, but in pictures it shows up really blue, which is just bizarre to me. But anywho, so that's been, what I've been working on. I did that all day yesterday, and we had actually started painting the chairs earlier in the week, and I finished them yesterday. So from like 10 o'clock yesterday morning to like 7 last night, I was painting. Like I still have paint on me that I can't get off yet. Oh well. So needless to say, I am feeling better. Today I'm just taking as like a me day, kind of a rest day. I'm running a few errands, which is what I'm doing right now. But other than that, I'm not gonna do much work. I can't really start on the nursery until we can get furniture moved out, and at 5.5 months pregnant, I'm not really in a position to do like heavy lifting, so we're gonna have to get somebody to help us do some moving of furniture. But anyway, that's a whole nother deal. Pregnancy-wise, I'm feeling good. Lots of kicking. Zeke is kicking the ever-loving crap out of me most days now, which I have come to love. It's a feeling that I know I will never forget what this feels like. It's something that you can't explain. It's really magical. So I've learned to really appreciate the kicks, even though sometimes they're like at odd times and you go, okay. And my mom, I was chatting with her and she's like, oh, you haven't felt anything yet. Wait till you get to 8 and 9 months pregnant and you'll be getting really kicked. And she's like, some of those kicks will feel like you're just getting the wind knocked out of you. And so, I know there's a lot more to come, but I'm reveling in every little experience, and I'm trying to take it all in and enjoy it while I can, because I know 3.5 months from now it's all going to be over and we're going to have little Zeke in our life, and quite frankly, I'm done. This is the only child that I plan on having, and I'm good with that. I'm really good with that decision. My husband, not so much. He's really wanting another one. But it's not his body that has to go through all this, and it's really, really hard. And I think the weight gain is what's the most difficult. So far I'm 23 weeks along, and I've gained 21 pounds. For those of you who are interested, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are curious about how much weight gain you actually have during pregnancy as a post-opper. I think it varies depending on how far post-op you are. I was 1.5 years post-op when I found out I was pregnant. I'm coming up on my 2-year mark. And I think that makes a difference that I'm further out. I know there are some people who, 10 months post-op, 9 months post-op, who have gotten pregnant and continue to lose weight through almost their whole pregnancy. So it does vary. It's really not a good idea to get pregnant until you're 1.5 years post-op. Your body really needs to stabilize in terms of absorption of your vitamins and everything like that. I made sure I was good and healthy before we even considered it, and I waited the length of time that my doctor told me to do. So the weight gain is really hard, and just the feeling of having your body taken over by something else, and everything that you do is in protection of that, and in making sure that stays healthy. That's really difficult. Like, I had to give up some things that I really loved doing. Running is one that I had to give up, and I look forward to getting back to that. And quite frankly, I really don't want to go back to being super huge. So I think after my pregnancy, it would be wise for me to just take control of me again. Be happy that I've been blessed with this child. I've been blessed to be a mom. I'm just so excited about it. I'm to the point now. I think you go through different phases during pregnancy where it's kind of like, you're like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Did I really want to do this? And then when you're having morning sickness, you're like regretting every single second that you decided that you wanted to have a child. And then as you kind of move through, you kind of become accepting of it. And then all of a sudden you realize, like, I'm really excited about it. I really can't wait for him to get here. And I'm kind of to that point now. I'm enjoying the moments. And I really can't wait for my little guy to get here. I'm just like mortified of labor. That's been my new kick. Is like, I'm scared to death of how bad is this gonna suck. And yet I look around and I think, okay, all these women have kids every day. You're gonna survive it. Like, it's probably gonna suck, but you're gonna survive it. But I have to say, gastric bypass pretty much sucked for me. It was not a fun experience, and I was in a lot of pain for the first couple days, and I got through it, and then you forget about it. So I'm sure that's where it's gonna, that's what's gonna happen. But that seems to be my obsession right now, is thinking about labor and delivery, and I don't know why I'm thinking about it so much, but I am. I think it's just because I know it's imminent and it's getting ever closer. 3.5 months from now, it's not very far away, and it's kind of scaring me. So that's where I'm at with most of how I'm feeling. Like I said, strep throat's getting a lot better. My throat's still a little bit sore deep down when I swallow, and my head congestion is still a little bit there, but I think the bronchitis has really cleared out, and I feel a lot better. So I hope that I get more than just 1 week, because that's what happened last time. I was sick for 2 weeks, and then I got 1 week of feeling really good, and I had one day in there where I just felt amazing, and then I was sick again the very next day. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But So I'm hoping that you know, like, things are going to start to level out, and I'm going to start to, the thing is I think people, like, I keep getting, like, these comments from random people, like, well, maybe you're not taking enough vitamins, or maybe your vitamin levels are low. No, my vitamin levels are fine. When you're pregnant, you're in an immune compromised state. Your body, immunity kind of goes into a depressed state in order to prevent yourself from rejecting the foreign object growing inside of you. So, with that said, I work in healthcare. I'm a registered nurse, so I'm around very sick people all week long. So I'm kind of like just screwed, and that's exactly what my doctor told me when I was in on Monday. He's like, you know, that you're at a disadvantage working in healthcare when you're pregnant. That's just the way it is. You're not the first person to be sick for the majority of your pregnancy. You know, I've been very fortunate, despite having had strep throat twice, pneumonia, bronchitis 3 times, sinus infection 3 times, ear infection. I've had a very, like, smooth pregnancy. I only had 2.5 weeks of morning sickness. I never threw up. It was just nausea day and night for 2.5 weeks straight. And then I've been fine, other than, like, feeling like I could eat the paint off the wall all day, every day, which gets really annoying. I really am looking forward to that being gone. Like, that, I think that's the thing I'm looking forward to most about delivering and having Zeke in my life, is that I can go back to my normal, what is my normal post-op eating lifestyle. It just feels very odd to me to eat as much as I do, and it feels very odd to have to, like, remind myself, like, I have to do this, like, it's okay to do this. And you know, quite frankly, right now I'm to the point where, like, if I want Steak and Shake, I go to Steak and Shake. If I want Taco Bell, that's what I get. Like, I mean, I'm not eating the best, but I'm not really gaining a lot of weight. I gained like a pound since in the last month, since I was at the doctor. So I'm not really gaining a lot of weight. I'm just, you know, you get these crazy, like, one night at like 8:30 at night, I'm sitting watching TV with my husband, and all of a sudden I'm like, I want Chinese food. And we had dinner. I'm like, I want Chinese food really bad. And he's like, ooh, that sounds good. So at 9 o'clock at night, we ordered Chinese food. And I'm laying in bed eating Chinese food. And, you know, I think, well, I should feel bad about doing that. But then I'm like, this is the only time in my life from now on where, like, it's okay to, like, give in to that kind of craving. Like, if I wasn't pregnant, I would have been like, forget it. Like, just go to sleep, you know? But pregnancy does funny things to you like that. And so I'm just letting myself enjoy it. I really am. And I figure, I know I can get this weight back off. And it's not an overwhelming number to me right now. And the fact that I can still fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes, just barely, but I can do it. Makes me feel like, okay, I have not gotten out of control, and I still eat lots of good protein, lots of good veggies, lots of good fruits, but I also eat cake and other stuff when I want it. So, you know, I just figure I might as well share all of this with you guys, because I know I keep, you know, there's a lot of you asking me about the weight gain and eating, and it's not easy. It's really not easy. It's not easy to remind yourself you're doing this for someone else. This is no longer about what you want. It's about what your baby needs. And you have to constantly remind yourself of that, being a post-op weight loss surgery patient. We get so accustomed to, you know, low carb, no carb, follow the rules. It's challenging. It's really challenging. So anyway, that's where I'm at, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.